In order to be successful in the markets, you have to have independent thinking because the consensus is built into the price. So I've got to have a bunch of independent thinkers, right? And we better get at what's true. So that idea of radical truthfulness and radical transparencies and having procedures to get by them, being idea meritocratic, is fantastic. Let me just explain how it works, right? Only 3 things you need to do to have an idea meritocracy. First, you have to have everybody put on the table their honest thoughts. It's not easy to do, but in our culture, that's an important thing. Second, you need to have thoughtful disagreement. You have to know how you can bang it around and get at better answers than any individual has. And then third, you have to have ways of getting past that. Protocols then that are idea meritocratic ways. We wouldn't be half as successful, or we wouldn't maybe even be successful at all, because nobody in their mind has all the right answers. I mean, the markets teach you humility. So you need idea meritocratic decision making to get the best ideas to raise your probabilities of being right. At least that's what's worked for us. First, how do you know who the best people are? So there's the selection. And then second, how are those people going to deal with each other? Okay, so let's say you get the best people and you're still going to have to deal with how they're dealing with each other. Can they deal in an idea meritocratic way? How do you get to the best answer? Same question. Or think about it. Are you going to have autocratic decision making, like the boss knows the right answer and he's going to tell you? Or are you going to have democratic decision making, which is one man, one vote? This whole idea of believability decision making is important. And then in addition to that, what was key is write down the principles and then convert those to algorithms. Like, this has been a big deal for us. The same things happen over and over again, every time, right? So what's decision making? What am I going to do if I'm in that set of circumstances? Okay, you got to write it down. There's a power to writing it down. If you write it down, then you can agree on what the best ones are, and then you can convert those to algorithms. We convert those to algorithms, and they become the decision rules that think better than us. So it's been fantastic. It's not for everybody, okay? The real question is, can you get past your egos and your blind spots? Can you, in an idea meritocratic way, find out what your weaknesses and your strengths are? I mean, that's the defining difference, right? Is it worth it? I look back on 42 years of doing this, and I'm at this stage of my life. I've had not just the success of the business, but I've had the best possible relationships, right? Let me give you one sentence that characterizes what we're doing. That's why explaining it in the book is important. What are the principles that bind us together, and how can we get past our disagreements so that we together are rowing in the right direction to be making the best possible decisions? I don't know. I'm not in the middle of the conversations with the people around them. I don't know how that works, but I would say that would be the best advice I can give, and those would be, the relevant thought. That you might not have the right answer in your head, and your goal is only to have the right answer. That's the key. You only have to do 2 things in order to be successful. You have to know what the right decisions to make are, and you have to have the courage to make them. And when you're making, to know what the right decisions are, you got to know that they're not necessarily the ones that you're stuck in your head with your opinions, right? Right. So you've got to go beyond your opinions. So I think it's one of the greatest tragedies of mankind, that individuals hold on to their opinions and don't put them out and stress test them. So put them out there, stress test them, and get them from others so that you can raise your probabilities of being right. That's how we've raised our probabilities of being right. We're entering a world where that's what you're going to experience. That you're going to go to principles when you encounter them, and you're going to say, I have another one of those situations, and what should I do? And increasingly, you will have assistance that is very similar to a GPS that will be giving you instructions, and you could think it simultaneously, and that's what the world will be like, I think. But I'm at a stage in my life that the greatest thing is to have not anybody need me, right? I think there are 3 stages in life. This is how I approach it. First stage in life, you're dependent on others and you're learning. Second stage in life, you're working and others are dependent on you, and you want to be successful. As you go into the third stage in life, where you want others to be successful without you, that's the stage. That's where I am. That's what 2017 represents to me. Because my greatest enjoyment and satisfaction is to watch other people be successful. Thank you.